Most gardeners think poor soil means years of work, hauling compost, digging trenches, or endlessly flipping piles that steam like a dragon's breath. But there's a quieter, cleaner trick that jolts lifeless soil back to productivity so fast it almost feels unfair. It involves cardboard, mint, moisture, and a layering method so effortless you'll wonder why you ever wrestled with a compost fork. This is the cardboard mint stack, a no-turn, no-odor soil revival technique that's turning exhausted beds into nutrient-rich, worm-filled growing machines. The core of this method is simple. Instead of forcing decomposition from the top down, you build a layered, breathable mat that acts like a soil defibrillator. It wakes up microbial life, pulls worms upward, and transforms cardboard from trash into a powerful carbon engine. Mint, with its volatile oils and rapid breakdown, does what most green materials can't: supercharge microbial activity without attracting pests or producing foul smells. And because everything happens slowly and quietly beneath the surface, you get all the power of active composting without lifting, turning, or aerating a single shovelful. Cardboard is one of the most misunderstood soil amendments. Gardeners often think it's only good for weed suppression, but when used as the base of a soil revival stack, it becomes a carbon-rich sponge that softens compacted beds and feeds fungi. Worms adore cardboard fibers, and as soon as moisture hits the corrugation, they begin tunneling upward to feast on the softened layers. Those tunnels become natural aeration channels that loosen soil structure without ever disturbing your garden. Another advantage is temperature moderation. Cardboard breaks down slowly, preventing the overheated compost spikes that kill microbes and provoke sour smells. Instead, it keeps your stack cool, steady, and biologically active from the bottom up. This means your soil stays sweet, your garden stays clean, and you never have to deal with the rotting odor that comes from oversized nitrogen loads. Mint may seem like an odd choice, but its chemistry makes it perfect for no-turn composting. The aromatic oils break down rapidly, releasing compounds that stimulate microbial activity without attracting flies or rodents. Mint leaves and stems also soften quickly when damp, offering accessible nitrogen that feeds the microbial explosion happening inside the cardboard's carbon matrix. Even better, mint suppresses harmful soil pathogens and certain fungal invaders, giving beneficial microbes a clean slate to repopulate your dead soil. As the mint decays, it produces no sour smell, just a clean, herbal undertone that disappears within days. If you have access to fresh mint, chop it finely. If using dried mint, hydrate it first. Either form works beautifully. Start by watering the bed thoroughly. Dry soil steals moisture from your stack and slows decomposition, so aim for a depth of at least 6 inches of hydration before laying anything down. Place flattened, untreated cardboard directly on the soil surface. Overlap the edges to prevent gaps but avoid stacking pieces too thick. One firm layer is ideal because it allows airflow while still forming a solid base of carbon. Hydrate the cardboard until it is fully saturated but not disintegrating. The goal is pliable, not mushy. This moisture activates the corrugation, sending the first signal that wakes up dormant microbes. On top of the cardboard, add a light layer of compost or aged manure. This isn't for bulk, this is your inoculant. A ½ inch is enough to seed the area with active beneficial organisms ready to spread downward and upward as the stack warms and softens. Now comes the mint. Spread a generous layer of chopped fresh mint or, rehydrated dried mint evenly across the compost. Aim for about 1 gallon of chopped mint per 4 square feet of bed. Mint works best when packed loosely, giving airflow through the volatile oils as they begin to diffuse. Over the mint layer, add another thin skin of compost, just enough to cover the herbs. This sandwiching ensures the mint breaks down steadily and microbes have direct soil contact from both sides. Finish with a mulch layer, shredded leaves, straw, or grass clippings that have dried for at least 24 hours. Keep it airy, never packed. This protects moisture levels and maintains the no-odor environment that makes the cardboard mint stack so clean and, honestly, satisfying to use. For an optional but honestly incredibly effective boost, you can use this microbe activator solution to saturate your top mulch layer. Just mix 1 cup of unsulfured molasses, 1 cup of apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons of Epsom salt and 4 gallons of water. Stir until it's all dissolved, then pour it slowly over the mulch so it drips down into the mint and cardboard. This blend, feeds good bacteria, adds trace minerals and really accelerates the breakdown cycle without causing any heat spikes or, sour smells. Within 72 hours, the cardboard begins to swell and soften, microbes multiply and create warmth, gentle warmth, not that steaming, unstable heat you get from hot composting. Worms detect the moisture and mint aroma, and they start rising up to investigate. As the mint decomposes, it produces a flush of nitrogen that fuels the microbial bloom. That bloom releases organic acids that break apart compacted soil particles, softening the bed from the top down. In a few weeks, you'll find the cardboard webbing melting into the soil and the mint fully vanished. The once dead soil beneath will feel loose, cool, and alive. When you plunge your hand into it, the texture changes dramatically, fluffy, granular, and breathing with life. This system works through a slow, intelligent decomposition that mimics forest floor ecology. No heat spikes, no foul smells, no turning or aeration needed, just layers working together like gears in a biological machine. You can plant directly through the cardboard once it softens, which usually takes about 2 to 3 weeks depending on weather. For quick-growing crops, simply part the mulch and compost lightly above the mint layer and insert the transplant. For seeds, allow a bit more time so the surface moisture levels even out. The beauty of this system is that roots travel downward easily as the cardboard degrades, meeting a soil now rich with tunnels, moisture, and microbial allies. There's a reason this method is spreading among master gardeners. It's reliable, inexpensive, low labor, and produces soil quality that rivals months-old compost without the work. It fits perfectly in grow beds, containers, and even problem areas like hard clay, sand, or previously overused rows. And because there is no smell and no turning required, it's ideal for people gardening close to neighbors or working with limited space. The cardboard mint stack is more than a trick. It's a system, a quiet, powerful, regenerative soil strategy that wakes up beds that looked hopeless just weeks before.